Hello. Welcome back, people. It's the Critic Corp. I am Toke, and this is my review today on the Apple TV limited series, Masters of the Air, episode 8. Yeah, yeah, you heard me, episode 8, man. It's about to end next week, man. The season finale is here. So you guys better cherish this shit because this was a fire series. I absolutely loved it. I you know, like I said from the beginning, I had high hopes with the as far as like the casting and the people directing it and whatnot, and yeah, they delivered. They delivered. They fucking delivered. They were in their bag for sure. Um, fucking this episode was pretty much a just build up for what's to come in the last episode, but it was still a lot. It was still a lot of important details, you know, that was fucking given in this episode, especially with them introducing the Tuskegee fucking airmen, and showing their whole background and where they came from and whatnot, the Red Tails, the fucking, if you guys haven't seen Red Tails, then I don't know what to do with you. But fucking um yeah, they form a alliance with well, first off, they they're planning to do some bombings on the southern part of France, and shit ends up going sideways for three of the men. Fucking Alexander Jefferson, Lieutenant Jefferson, Lieutenant Richard fucking D. McCone, and fucking what's the name, Colonel Robert Daniels and whatnot. They end up getting uh snatched up by the fucking what's the name, the German people and whatnot, and taken back to the little prison where Buck and them are at, and they end up forming a alliance, the hundred group, and the Tuskegee men end up forming an alliance to plot for the Great Escape, man. Um, it was dope seeing you know seeing Bucky, and these three men, along with the men that they were plotting with, Buck and Bucky were plotting with, put their brains together, and just fucking figure out a dog ass plan, cause they were pretty much sitting ducks, man. They were like literally waiting on just like a sign, a when to when is the right moment for them to make they try and make their escape. They were hoping that the with the whole Europe invasion going down, D-Day, that was gonna be like they sign, that was gonna be their calling to get the fuck on, but shit didn't go that way, so they had to take matters into their own hands, and yeah, they're literally scheming, bro. Buck and Bucky are scheming hard. They had a little fight too, cause fucking Bucky, he didn't had it, man. He didn't had it. You know, he's getting to his fucking just breaking point and not um he's not liking the situations he's in anymore. But who would? You know, who would? But yeah, he just starts being a little bit of an asshole because you know it's been like fucking 10 months. It's been like 10 months, bro. That they've been there now, and it's just like man, that's damn near a whole year of them just being imprisoned and um you know fucking being treated like shit and um just only being allowed to do uh was was part of their rules and regulations, as far as for the German and whatnot. And it was just yeah, it got to Bucky. It got to Bucky, so him and Buck end up strapping it out for a little second. But you know, that's how friends are. That's how friends are. So but yeah, man. Like I said, this shit was pretty much just a big ass plot. They also end up showing Crosby. I I fought with Crosby for like the first half of the season, but then like once he after he got promoted, he really became uh excuse my language, a fuck nigga. He really yeah, man, they really turned him into like a bank morally bankrupt character. And they did it so like just very bluntly too. And then they try on top of that they tried to make it okay for to force like cheating and um just being a dirt ball like that in your face, like it was okay, like it's okay and whatnot. On top of the propaganda of what episode 8 had to deliver as far as like um with race and with the racism and whatnot. Because it's back in the 1940s and shit. So all those Tuskegee Airmen were black. They were obviously treated a certain way everywhere they went, and it was just it was starting to take a little toll on me personally. You know, like I said, on top of the fucking just Crosby, because I fucking loved Crosby. He was a G in the beginning. He did do some I'm not discrediting this man. His navigations is still on point because in this one he fucking ended up staying up like 72 hours. Then stayed up for 3 days working on navigations for their D-Day mission. For the big Europe invasion or invasion on Europe and shit. And they Rosenthal he ended up staying behind and shit. And they successfully did what they had to do with the bombing, and he was the one to inform Crosby of how good of a job he did and whatnot. Cause Crosby fucking this man he worked himself to death, man. Like he ended up passing out for like he stayed up for 3 days and passed out for like 3 days. It was wild. It was wild. I fucking kudos to that man. But just yeah, he needs to stop being a little a little scumbag and just fucking downright fiend and just like I said, bro, they just downplayed his character, bro. Like I don't know. Me personally, I felt like that happened over the course of the season. Um, but they ended off with fucking the Russians. Buck Buck gets information, from that little radio he made, that the Russians crossed into Germany, and now now this like I said, now this sets up for the next episode, and um the POWs are going to get marched, across Germany, and um this is where they attempt to they escape is going to really come into play. But I feel like they all about to die, bro. Sad to say. It's not looking great for them. Uh, Especially Buck and Bucky. Like, all these prisoners over there, they're about to get murdered. And then they show fucking Rosenthal. Um, he ends up fucking landing in enemy territory during a bombing mission, so he looks like he's fucked too. I hope he make it out, because he's low key, he a low key G2, just for that, for what he did in episode 7, deciding to stay back, even though he didn't complete his you know his duties of 25 missions and whatnot. That was some real G shit. But yeah, man, hopefully he makes it out too. I believe he does, from what because this is fucking based off true story and shit like that. I think the Red Army um ends up coming in clutch for this man or something. But yeah, man, he ends up in Nuremberg. That's where he ends up at. So I don't know. I don't know, man. Shit, it's a slim chance for everybody with their lifespan right now, bro. I don't even know. Everybody's on a thin edge. I'm still fucking curious to what the fuck that old girl that Crosby was having this affair with. Like, who is she, bro? Because he ends up finding out that she's like a captain. Captain of what, though? Like, I thought she was like a spy or something. I don't even know, bro. Fucking, what was her name? Westgate? Yeah, Sandra Westgate. Like, I don't know what the fuck she was up to. They briefly showed her in 2 scenes, and that it wasn't enough for me to figure out what purpose does she play in this. Like, really, I'm so clueless on that part. So, um, but yeah, man, it was dope seeing fucking Tuskegee, man, Red Tails, um, you know, introduced. It's sad they got introduced so late in the season. I would have thought they got introduced maybe like 2 episodes ago, like 6 or something. But hey, you know, Vegas can't be choosers. At least they got introduced. I fuck with the characters. I fuck with the actors that's like portraying the 3 lieutenants that got snatched up and took to fucking the prisoner, the little prison base and whatnot. But cause yeah, they ended up having to parachute out of their plane during a mission. Mission went wrong. They couldn't, you know, they couldn't make it, and they knew they couldn't make it. Fucking Lieutenant Richard, Lieutenant Macon, even stated, like, this mission you got us doing, we don't got enough gas for that shit. Like, and then even if we do end up, having enough gas for that shit, like, what's the chances of us making it back? Like, like we're gonna have to drop some weight, all types of shit. Like it was the fucking deemed to be a impossible mission for these guys, and given the circumstances they're in, and the race and shit, they're the ones sent out on those type of shitty missions. They don't get to really indulge in a a easy breezy mission from what it seemed, so yeah, that was their like I said, that was their backstory. So yeah, man. Like I said, next week's the season finale, so strap your nuts in. Shit's gonna get wild. I already know it. I can tell. Um, like and subscribe. Support the motherfucking corp. And I will be back this weekend with some more reviews. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, so be it. Toodles.